Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gents, one of the things I'm going to talk about today is the bike crime that's doing London in at the moment. Now, I'm not talking mopeds being stolen and used in smash and grabs, i.e. a load of youths who are always blamed on doing smash and grabs and making a load of jewellery. Because a lot of it isn't actually. A lot of it is like grown men doing it as a living. There are some youths doing it, but a lot of it is grown men. We're talking people, out of their teenage years that are doing it. And a lot of them are known to the police, believe it or not. It's just the police haven't done anything about it yet because they've got to gather the evidence. There was a recent raid by the police a few days ago where they did arrest a number of people. Ooh, that's not good. Start. There we go. And they arrested a number of people. I'm just wielding this out of the security gate I have to open with a card. Problem with this petrol station, if you look behind me, it's full of cars. Now the reason why is it's rush hour obviously, but also people are buying their groceries for the evening. That's one of the problems with petrol stations having a supermarket incorporated within them. Everybody's queuing up to buy their groceries and their petrol at the same time. So the pumps get blocked by the odd person here and there buying their groceries. And the other thing about petrol station you might have noticed, it's been in quite a lot of videos recently. It's on the Fulham Road. And it's had such a bad experience with bikers not paying for their petrol. Now I use the word bikers hesitantly there. Not bikers as in you and me, but stolen bikes, especially mopeds. Now there's been so many stolen bikes going in there, topping up their petrol and disappearing, i.e. not paying. That when darkness falls, you cannot buy petrol there anymore. As a biker, they refuse to serve you unless you go in and pay for it first. So you have to go in and prepay before you can pick up your petrol. Of course, no one does that. But I've been going there for a long time, and I make sure I take my helmet off, take my gloves off. They can see me on the CCTV. I look up at it, and then they turn the pump on for me. But if I didn't take my helmet off, they wouldn't actually serve me. And while we're on the topic of stolen bikes, you all know I've been hankering after a new bike and I've got the money for it. But the problem is, I was looking at the MT10 and I just decided that was just silly. Fantastic bike. But a bit silly me buying it. Because I've just been knackering that bike out doing a daily commute. So I stepped down, look at the MT09, I thought, right, $7.5 grand or so, perfect, it's got traction control, all the gizmos I like. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'll have that. Remember, I can easily afford to buy this bike. And it's, I'm saving myself $2.5 grand or so. But when I told the insurance company which bike I want to buy and that I'm commuting to London, they're like, fuck off mate, we ain't insuring you for that. I've become uninsurable on a desirable bike simply because I want to use it for commuting. If I don't want to use it for commuting, they'll insure me. It's because they kind of go, well, it's going to get nicked. And I have to actually agree with them. Except for they don't know where I work and where the bike gets parked. There's little to no chance that it will get nicked. But that's what's happened to us bikers who live, work, play in London. insurance has gone through the roof. I mean, completely and utterly through the roof. It's got to the level where, you know, if you're riding any desirable or decent bike, the insurance level is just so high, it's unbelievable. So all these little scallies and that are nicking bikes and stuff saying, nah, it's a victimless crime, you just claim on your insurance. One, yes, you claim on your insurance once. Once that's happened to you, you become uninsurable. You lose your mode of transport. And that just sucks, man. And one of the things that really gets me is I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen, you know. I buy my bike, pay my tax on it, just want to pay my insurance. But because of people that aren't law-abiding, I'm having to pay a through-the-roof premium on insurance. Now that makes me think, is why the hell should I be actually insuring my bike or taxing it, etc.? Why not just declare it off the road, put some dodgy number plates on it, and then just ride it? I mean, the police are saying, oh, we haven't got the resources to tackle this sort of crime and all that sort of crap. And then it's like, well, if you don't tackle it, whoa, fucking hell, what a dick. Nearly got a head on there. So if the police don't tackle the crime, more people will do it. It's as simple as that. It's become a crime that's acceptable to do to the youth of today. Let the police do their job, politicians. I mean, it's become a joke. It's like, oh, I've got just stolen a moped. I can ride it along the pavement, threaten pedestrians, children, etc. Be a reckless, complete and utter bastard. And the police won't chase me because, you know, the press vilify the police if they chase a criminal when the criminal gets hurt. I mean, it's just nuts, isn't it? It really is. You want to hear some noise? He doesn't like that. That's one thing I miss about this bike. It does not make a lovely sound in the tunnels.